It is a very calm and still day today here at Carolina Beach, North Carolina. What a beautiful morning. And all I gotta say is good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. We're starting early this morning, even before 8 o'clock. And we're gonna kind of peruse around town this morning. I have had some people in the past in the comments ask me to do a video about places to stay here in the area. You know, I've showed some restaurants and stuff in the past year, and so this morning I decided, heck, you know what, heck it, let's go out, let's go look at some hotels. I'm not telling you these places are, you know, I don't know if they're good places to stay or not, but I'm just going to show you what the outside of the hotel looks like, give you a name, maybe we can put some numbers down in the description for you, or maybe we can put them on the screen, who knows. But just give you a little bit of information, give you some options if you have never been here in the area or whatnot, or maybe it's a hotel you've never seen before. You know, if you're anything like me, before I owned property down here, you know, I kind of had, you know, one or two places I always stayed at. You know, I didn't ever venture out and go anywhere else. Once I found the one that I liked, you know, via family members telling me to go there, they liked it or whatever, we just kind of stuck with it over the years. I mean, there's only a handful I've ever stayed at here at Carolina Beach, and the older ones that I used to stay at with like my dad and stuff, you know, they've been gone for years. Those old classic motels like Paradise Inn and stuff, man, they've been gone. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to just start going down Lake Park Boulevard here and look at a few, stop and get some coffee, and then we'll make our way over to the ocean front. We're going to kind of do the ones back here off the water first. Normally they're cheaper, and then we'll work our way over to the ocean front area and just I get as many as I can get today before we end the vlog. Thank you for joining me today. All right, we are at our first motel here in the area. As you see, they have a big cracking mural that has been completed. This is part of the CB Mural project, which I have documented this when this was first being kind of traced and outlined. I actually put it in one of my previous videos. It's kind of cool to see it. Looks like it's very much completed now. Pretty awesome. But yeah, this here is the Dry Dock Inn motel right here on the main drag in Carolina Beach. As you can see the sign up there, it says Dry Dock Inn. And it's a very small place, but always seemed like they have a lot of business here. So this here might be an option to have a nice little swimming pool area right out here. Nice looking pool. And it's another good thing about this spot is right here is the CB Surf Shop. I know it's kind of darked out by the sunshine because the sun's coming up this morning over the ocean. And then, but the really cool thing about this, if you are a fan of ice cream and desserts, right here is Squigglies. Squigglies ice cream is just located just right across the road from you, so very easy to get to, and you're not very far from the beach neither, because you can either walk across this crosswalk right here at the Carolina Beach Lake. Oh, by the way, you got the Hampton Grill right here behind you also, which has got some delicious hamburgers. But there's a beach access, you know, right down here when you cross the road and go across, there's a beach access there. And right over here at this red light, you could take a right and walk straight down that road, and there's another beach access. So you're in walking distance, pretty easy walking distance of the ocean. When I say easy, I'm talking, you know, maybe, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards, something like that. Just think about 4 or 5 football fields lined up. That's about how far you are, give or take. And right here I am in front of Squigglies, just in case you forget what it looks like, or, you know, really cool place. But right there's Dry Dock Inn right next to it. So enjoy your ice cream if you stay at Dry Dock, because it'll be right across the road from you. So speaking of Squigglies ice cream, when you go in there and you get like a squiggled version of their ice cream, which is like when you pick a candy or something, they put it in and they kind of grind it up, kind of like a Blizzard or something, but maybe a little bit better than a Blizzard, to be honest with you. They give you this little sticker they put on your chest or whatever. It says you've been squiggled. And not too far from Squigglies, you have all these people. This is where they've been putting their ice cream you've been squiggled stickers on the back of this sign. I just thought that was kind of funny. I always took a little pride. I always like keeping mine, and I got something of my own that I kind of stick them to. But all right, just made a quick pit stop to grab some coffee today. Not hit this place in a really long time, but I wanted to make sure people know that I do drink coffee from here. You know who you are. All right, now we're gonna head on down the way here and scope out some more hotels, motels, and goodness. All right, my friends, right here is Harper Avenue, and this is the next little hotel motel we're going to check out. Is this one right here. This is called Carolina Beach Inn, and if you go to their website, it says experience the timeless romance of Carolina Beach Inn on Pleasure Island along with North Carolina coast, where southern charm meets modern luxury. That is quite the little intro for this little place. This building's been here for quite some time, but it has been renovated and upgraded over time. And I can give you this image. Obviously, I've never stayed here before, but it's always a full parking lot. So this is definitely a favorite for some people, for sure. Right here on, I think the address is 205 Harper Avenue, and it's really another good location because, hey, right here is one of our favorite ice cream spots. The Celtic Creamery is just located right across the street, so we're already winning when you think about it, because the first two places I show you has really great ice cream locations right across the street. Hey man, that's a win for me. And once again, you're only roughly about 2 blocks away from the Boardwalk and the arcade, Britt's Donuts. A lot of good options here. And right here is the Celtic Creamery. Some people call it Celtic because there's Boston Celtics fans. We're going to call this the Celtic Creamery, but I think it's actually always been pronounced Celtic. And the reason I remember that is because somebody corrected me on it. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And also, if you're staying right here at the Carolina Beach Inn, you can see you have Cazador Mexican restaurant right there, and right across the road is Pop's Diner. You have the Dive, the Shuckin' Shack, so you have a lot of good food options close by. And if you're not into that, you know, you do have a McDonald's. It's just right around the corner here, which I like McDonald's coffee pretty good, even though this morning I'm drinking some my Magic Beans coffee. But yeah, so that's for this location. So we're going to keep on moving. That's the Carolina Beach Inn, another solid option here in town. Give that a try if you want. All right, let's move on. All right, my friends, I've made it up Lake Park Boulevard just a little bit further, and this right here is called Pirates Cove Resort. Kind of cool. You see they have like a lighthouse right here in the front. Really cool spot. Right across the road, this purple building, it's called Soul Flavor, and I highly recommend trying that restaurant. And it is so cool because it is right across the street from this hotel. So that is really a big deal to me, because I've ate at Soul Flavor quite a few times, and if you like southern food or soul food, you know, that's kind of what it's doing. I mean, they just got all kinds of good food in there, but they have a little bit of everything. Their menu changes a lot, but I don't want to oversell that. But this right here it's pretty expansive. It goes all the way back, and this here is the front of Pirates Cove Resort. Really cool looking. And then right across the street here we have the Vault Coffee Shop, which is I think it technically is still Carolina Beach's newest coffee shop. Actually, I think the owners that own Celtic Creamery own that coffee shop, and that is a really good one. They got some really good items in there, more than just coffee, and they serve like wine and things like that in the evening hours. And so it's a really cool place to you know, navigate your way over there. Maybe drive. This road is quite busy right here. It's 4 lanes. It's a lot of traffic, as you can see. So also right here next to the Pirates Cove, before we walk away, I do want to show you this restaurant here. This is a happening place any time of year, really. This is the Lazy Pirate, and the Lazy Pirate is one of the it's a very cool kind of themed restaurant here in town. And you know, I've been there quite a few times also, not in recent years, but they used to have really good chicken wings in there. You know, their chicken wings were always good, and they just had good food. I don't think I ever ordered anything here that I was like, oh man, that wasn't worth the money or whatever. But I definitely want to show that off. I don't know if they're in correlation. They do have the same font. See, this right here used to be called something else. It was something Reef past years, but now it is called Pirates Cove. So that makes me think they got new ownership or something going on. Who knows, maybe these people purchased them. But these two places, definitely they go together now. Lazy Pirate and Pirates Cove. And you see this restaurant here has some picnic tables out here. They have a full bar right underneath here to keep the sun off of you. And you can't really see it good from here, but they actually have like a volleyball court on the other side of this, and that's part of the restaurant. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun here at the Pirates, at Lazy Pirates and Pirates Cove. So I would definitely give that a try. And you got some awesome food right across the road, and you know, if you're a vapor, they got Vape and Puff right here, so they got you covered. They got a tiki bar here. You know, right there's Bert's Surf Shop, which has been here for like eternity here in town. So okay, that's this area. Now we're going to move over toward the oceanfront area, the Boardwalk area, and look at some stuff over there. I got some things over there to show you. And the elephant in the room is obviously the 2 skyrise hotels on the horizon. We'll get to them toward the end of the video, but I know some people just assume to be oceanfront and be in a, you know, a hotel that's a little taller. But I like to show places like this because these are a lot cheaper. You can save $1 or $2 for sure, staying in places like that if you're on a budget, and not everybody has unlimited monies. All right, I cannot come all the way down here this close to Lazy Pirate and not stop by and say hello to one of my favorite folk heroes here in the area. This right here is the man. This mural was actually painted right here on the back side of the Last Resort bar here in Carolina Beach. Really cool. Notice it says school. Make that out right there. It says of, and then right over here it says common sense. And this right here, this painting is a great painting. They did a fabulous job. This is the Fort Fisher Hermit. Hard to believe. A couple years ago, when we just started this channel, this right here was my first video. Not technically, my first video was like a test video of me cooking ribs. I didn't even put my face on camera, you know, because I was too scared to. I wimped out. But this right here was really the first legit YouTube attempt that I had, like when I really kind of researched this man, which I already knew a lot of the information because of my mom. She told me all kind of stories about him. She remembered him when she was little, but when she was younger. But this right here was the Fort Fisher Hermit, and I'm thinking before this summer's out, I'm going to revisit this video. I'm going to take my old notes. I'm going to come here. I'm going to trace my steps, make a vlog about it, and do this one over, because this is my first attempt at vlogging, and this guy right here deserves his day for sure. You know, kind of a sad story. Look it up sometime, or you can just wait till I do a vlog. But look it up, the Fort Fisher Hermit, down here in Carolina Beach. He's actually buried here on the island too. And when I do my video again, I will take you to his grave. He's actually buried back in the woods in an old cemetery. It's kind of sad because he's not even buried within the regular fence. He's like across the fence, you know. So we're going to get into that. Stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, please do so. All right, now back on track. We're going to go look at some more hotels, motels. All right, now I've made my way down here to Carl Winter Avenue. Just want to give you a quick update. If you are vacationing here, they're still working on brunches. Looking forward to that. They got some new palms kind of planted down and around the outside edges of the parking area. Doing a lot of work. And I don't know when this place is going to open. I very seriously doubt it's going to be Memorial Day, which is about a month away. But man, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait till it does open, that's for sure. Because I've always been a fan of a good brunch. And if you've ever tried brunches before, you know it is very good. They have one in Wilmington. Really excited that they're bringing one to Carolina Beach. I think that's a good option for this area. If you've never heard of a Brunches before, there is a chain restaurant that reminds me of it. It's actually called First Watch. So if you like First Watch, you'll probably like Brunches. It's very similar type of menu. At least the ones I've ate at. It's very similar because they do, you know, the same thing. Breakfast and, you know, on lunch, breakfast, brunch, you know. So very, very, very close. All right, I'm still walking. I'm getting closer though. The beach is just right there in front of me, and some of the other motels and stuff is just right over here. We're going to check out Dolphin Lane and a few things over this way, and then make our way up through here to the actual boardwalk. Thanks for hanging in there. All right, my friends, I've made it over here to Carolina Beach Avenue North. And this right here back in the day was a hot spot here in Carolina Beach for motels. And this here is an oldie but a goodie for me. There are a lot of memories. This here is the motel that me and my family all through the 80s we would frequent. This is Dolphin Lane Motel, formerly known as King's Motel here in Carolina Beach. And this place was always really known for having clean rooms. A good little spot. But this is it. It has been here a long time, and I even know, I think they even own this little cottage right here across the road that you can rent. So I don't know if they still do that, but I think so. I think they still have that on the website. At one time they did. Really cool. And right here you go up these steps. This here is the office area. And then they have their swimming pool that's located right over here at the end of this walkway right here. And back in the day when you stayed here at Dolphin Lane or King's Motel, this is the way you went to the beach, and it looks like it's still a path here. As you see, they have, right here is the swimming pool. And the swimming pool has definitely been redone since I was swimming in it back then, because it used to have like a brick liner on it. At the top, like where you get in, it was like just bricks that was kind of sloped up. And it kind of went around the pool, but it's all been changed now and updated over the years. Fun fact, man, I kind of learned how to swim somewhat right here in this very swimming pool. Kinda. I already knew a little bit, but I kind of learned a little bit more, so that's kind of special. I learned how to dive for sure. I would get right over here and my dad was teaching me how to dive, how to angle myself. And it was funny because I looked like a macaroni noodle. I was bowed like that, and I would just kind of fall in. Belly flop. Good memories, good memories. But yeah, right here is the beach access. Here at Dolphin Lane, you can hear the roar of the ocean. Man, this is kind of cool. Man, I have not been back here in a long time. And look at me, retracing my steps. Now, I will tell you one thing that's different. Back in the day, they had a swing that was right here that you could set in a swing. I don't think the dune was quite as tall then, or maybe it was more elevated, but you could sit here and look at the ocean. Yeah, that was exciting. When I would walk this pathway when I was a kid, Oh my God, I would lose my mind. I mean, I was so excited to be at the beach. That is not no lie right there. I'm kind of embarrassed to even state that, but it's definitely true. So right here is the oceanfront rooms. As you see, they have their own little private balconies down through there. And me and my mom and dad actually used to stay right here on this corner one. Every year we stayed in the same room pretty much. I mean, we've been in quite a few of them, but I remember a lot of years we stayed on this corner one. And I think they always asked for it. The first week of August through the 80s, yours truly was right there. Dolphin Lane Motel. A lot of good memories right here. All right, let's wrap this up. And next door we have another place over here I want to show you real quick, and then we're going to make our way down to the boardwalk itself and look at some of the bigger hotels. All right, my friends, I have made it next door to the Dolphin Lane Motel. I was going to show you this one. This is called Savannah Inn, but they're doing a lot of work here right now. Doing a lot of sawing, a lot of cutting. Got the doors open, so they're obviously like doing some kind of renovation. So we're going to skip this one and keep it moving, because I don't know what the timeline is. I don't want to give y'all some bad information or something. So Savannah Inn, if you do want to stay here, you might want to call first, for sure. I mean, we'll call anyway, but definitely this one. This has got an asterisk next to it. Be careful on that one, because they're doing a lot of work there. A lot of sawing, a lot of hammering, and stuff like that. So we're just going to keep right on trucking. All right, so we're getting ever so closer to our next motel. I just wanted to share a quick little story with you about the Dolphin Lane Motel. You know, when I was a kid staying there, as it was King's Motel, I want to share a funny little story with you. I think he was the owner, or maybe he was just the man and wife combo that ran the place back in the 80s. This was, man, it had to be around early 80s, mid 80s. There was a hurricane, like, I don't know, a couple hundred miles out in the ocean. Right, when we was down here the first week of August, and the people staying there, you know, everybody's talking about the hurricane, the storm. It doesn't supposed to come inland to us. We supposed to only get like an outside band or something, then it's gonna clear off and be beautiful. The rest of the week we was there, and he said, oh, if it comes, I'll let everybody know, because everybody wanted to know, like, how are we gonna know? Like, you know, back then you didn't have the internet, you didn't have cell phones, things like that. And he said he had a Jeep, he parked right there in front of the office, and he said, you will hear my horn honking as I exit the property. That would be your warning to get out of Dodge, because the hurricane's coming. But yeah, it was just a joke. It was a lot of fun though. It was a funny little story. I thought that just triggered that memory. I ain't thought about that in years. And he was a cool guy. He looked like he looked kind of like Tom Selleck out of that old Magnum PI show. He had kind of the curly hair, even though Tom had dark hair. This guy had a little bit more blonde in it, you know, from being in the sun so much. But yeah, he reminded me of Tom Selleck when he drove that Jeep. Don't know if anybody knows who he was or whatnot, but man, he was cool, man. We had so many fun conversations with him throughout the years of staying there. He remembered us because we was there like every year. So really, really cool memory there. All right, my friends, this here is our next motel location. This right here is called Seawitch. This here is the Seawitch Motel here in Carolina Beach. Been here a long time. I don't know what the update is on this place over here. This is the Seawitch Cafe. I've not seen it open in quite some time. They used to be kind of all-in-one type of a thing, but this is it. They have a swimming pool right over here. They have rooms over here on this side also. It's not technically oceanfront, I guess, unless you get the rooms over here on the very end of each side. They do have a nice little deck up here that you can go hang out on. Actually, my mom stayed here not too many years ago. She just wanted to, I don't own an oceanfront place by no means, but she wanted to stay oceanfront, so actually come over here and rented her a room here, and it was very clean, very small, but you know, it did what it's supposed to do. It gave you a good place to sleep, and you could walk out to the beach. So there's another one. We don't keep moving toward the boardwalk as we're walking in front of the old cabana. This is a place that I used to frequently go to, is the cabana, which has changed a lot over the years. I don't know what's going on. Now it's just called like Cabana Residence type of a thing. There is nobody parked beneath here. I mean, it's like a ghost town in this place now. I can remember way back it was called the Cabana Del Mar. They recently painted it white and black. in recent years. A lot of construction things are going on here at the cabana. I would love to be able to say, hey, this is a place that I would highly recommend come to, because one thing I enjoyed about the cabana was it had multiple bedrooms. A few of them, not many, maybe 2 or 3 had like 3-bedroom, like condos. And then the upper floors, I think the top 2 floors had all 2 bedrooms. So that was kind of cool that there was the office back in the day. But it's ran totally different now. All right, I got a little update. I noticed there was some tenants. People had been staying here at the cabana, and I asked them about like how this place is kind of run now. And they said they absolutely loved their stay. And I bet so, because back when I used to stay here back years ago, and I'd bring my friends along with me, and we would stay here every year, man. And they said you can book a lot of these rooms now on Airbnb. So, and that's what they use, and they loved to stay. They said the rooms were clean, everything was beautiful, great views. You can walk to the boardwalk. You are literally a football field away from Britt's Donuts. That's how awesome the cabana is. I used to love staying here. So check out Airbnb. I don't know if you can search. I don't use Airbnb, but I'm going to start, I think. I think there's a lot of good Airbnbs. So we're going to try that. Maybe try that. You try that. Let me know. Cabana, see if you can go on Airbnb here in Carolina Beach and find some of these cabana rooms and look at them. I'm going to do it when I get home. I'm going to check these out. Because my mom would love to come down here and probably stay in one of these again. Maybe I can make it happen. Yeah, pretty awesome. That would be a fun thing. All right, let's keep on moving, because right next door we have another really big, very tall building to look at. Talking about the Hampton Inn. All right, my friends, now I'm down here on the corner of Harper Ave and Canal Drive. Right there's the Crush and Grind coffee shop. You've got the Fudge Boat. You know, there's some goodies in there, some really good items. But right here is the Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel, located right here in Carolina Beach. They have outdoor parking, but they also have a parking deck. Like, you can drive up in there and have your car covered, because as you know, you are at the beach, so there's a lot of salt in the air, sand blowing around, kind of protect your car a little bit. So that's definitely a bonus. So this is it. This here is the Hampton Inn and Suites here in Carolina Beach. It's been here for quite a few years now. It's kind of, I think, you know, when this place was first built, I wasn't a huge fan of it, because I felt like it messed up the skyline here in this little area. You know, it just towers over the cabana where I was just at showing you. But this is definitely an option, probably a little bit more on the pricey side, I would imagine, but definitely an option if this is your thing. You cannot get much closer than the boardwalk and all of its greatness and fun. Right there's the boardwalk start. You can walk down through there. You got the actual boardwalk itself right up here. So a lot of good options. And I can imagine, even if you didn't have oceanfront, they have these side rooms, these balconies up through here, which you could overlook the boardwalk itself, and maybe even get an aerial shot of that new mural. Maybe the one that's painted on the ground. We're going to go look at it also before we make our way over to our last stops. But yeah, this is a heck of a good option. Let's walk up here and let's look at the back side of the Hampton Inn to kind of give you what it offers on the back side, because I do know they have a swimming pool and maybe even a bar out there. All right, I have made my way out here on the boardwalk itself, and as you see right here is the oceanfront side of the Hampton Inn Suites, and right here is their swimming pool. They're actually out there cleaning it at the moment. The gentleman's cleaning the swimming pool up. Really cool. And then right over here is their little like tiki bar area where you can order drinks. People are out there getting their coffee from that little tiki bar. Come out here and have a little seat and look at the view you get. Check that. Now they're elevated slightly more than I am right here, but let's look at the view. This here is actually one of their walkways. They have this walkway and they have that walkway that they can take out to the beach from the Hampton Inn. It's a very nice wooden walkway. Like, you know, when we was at Dolphin Lane, you just had to kind of walk through that path through the dunes. But here you have mostly a wooden path that takes you all the way to the sand. Right there. Look where my shoes are at. Walk right down through there and you have the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that view. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful. God. I love Carolina Beach, man. There's just something about it. It's just a little magical. It is. It is. There's just something about this place. It's just got that extra little, I got you. It's got me. It's had me for my whole life, ever since I was a freaking baby, since I can remember anything. All right. Now we're going to go check out the newest mural. I do want to see it because I think it is open now. You know, I showed it last week's vlog of the mural, but it was still blocked off. I guess the paint was drying, but now they have the mural completed. It's on the ground so you can walk on it. Kind of curious how that wear and tear is going to, you know, take its how that's going to work over time. I don't know how that's going to look as the summer progresses, but we're going to look at that, and then we're going to make it down a little bit further to that hotel or motel. That's a hotel. Yeah, motels are small. Dolphin Lane's a motel. That's definitely a hotel right there. All right, my friends, and right here is the mural. See if we can get over here in the shadows. Maybe we can see it better. I don't know. But this is it. You can walk along this newest mural now here at the Boardwalk at Carolina Beach. Pretty cool. This is neat to get so close. Look at that. It's kind of a, at first when I seen it, I thought, what kind of racetrack is that? It's not a racetrack at all. I actually think that's a Ferris wheel. You know, like it's, I guess you got to look at it from the right way, but right, like you would set here, this is the base of the Ferris wheel, and this is, you know, I don't know, it'd be a crazy ride, but that's supposed to be a Ferris wheel. And this right here, I guess, is the ocean. Got some waves going on there. Got some turtles up here. Fun fact, May 1st is the beginning of nesting season for the turtles here in the area, and I think they might already be one. It laid some eggs up on the beach here at the end of April. Here we got some ice cream. And right here we just got a Carolina Beach mural. Looks like sunshine. So really cool. And if you notice, it is like almost identical color to my shoes. Really cool. Right here, some waves. Really pretty. Really awesome. All right. It's enough looking at the mural. Now let's move on down a little bit further and look at another hotel. And it would not be a hitchhiking Yeti vlog here at the Boardwalk at Carolina Beach unless I didn't stop by just to say, hey, Fentons Pizza Slice Shop is still not open. That's very unfortunate. I will give you some good news though. I did see something. They do got some chips in there now. See, they got some chips. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but they do. They have some chips in there, and they had a screen over here to the left. You really can't see that. But it said Slice Shop on it, and it had like prices and stuff. So maybe they're getting closer. Maybe they're gonna have it open by May or sometime in May. I will definitely come here and grab a slice when that happens. All right, my friends, I have made it down here to the end of the boardwalk, and that can only bring us to one more stop. This right here is the Marriott here at Carolina Beach. And I know very little about this place other than it's the tallest, you know, the tallest hotel right here in the boardwalk area. I think it's still taller. Yeah, it's still quite a bit taller than the Hampton. You can see the Hampton down there, or you can see the top of it. And this one here, you got a heck of a view from that top row up there. That is pretty amazing. I don't know, it looks like a 10-story building with a lot of rooms, a lot of private balconies, a lot of options there. I think that's really cool here at the Marriott. I have looked up rooms here. They are quite pricey in my opinion, but I mean, it's a Marriott. You know what you get with them. So if you like Marriotts, you'll probably like it, you know. I mean, it always looks very clean here. Kind of, you can see like the pool is kind of hidden back in there, but you'll see the swimming pool area. I really don't like. Let's just walk down here and see what we can see. See if we can get a better view of it. I do notice they have these cool looking big balloon chairs that you can take out on the beach, I guess, if somebody has, you know, mobility issues, which I think is pretty cool. But right there is the swimming pool area. Very nice, spacious swimming pool area here at the Marriott. Definitely awesome looking place. Don't know a lot about it, but this is also an option if you're into staying at Marriott's. All right, let's head back up this way now. Hello there, little lizard. He just took off. Little gecko, or you call them gecko. I call them geckos, I think. But this is the view when you're walking from your Marriott room. You walk up this little private walkway right here. You can also take a left and go down to, you know, some of the restaurants and stuff very easily. Or you can just come up here and go out on the beach. That's what I would do. This is where I'm going. I'm a beach guy, so I'm gonna go out there and enjoy myself in the ocean. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait till the water warms up just a little bit more. I'm so pumped for this summer. I am so ready to come out here this summer and let her rip, ride some waves, do some bodyboarding. I love bodyboarding. Not really much of a surfer anymore. Back when I was younger, I used to dabble in it. Never was really all that good at it. I just don't think it was for me. I think I was always too top heavy. I like hamburgers, sorry. But this is your little walkway. Have a place right there to clean the sand off of your feet also. And a cool thing about staying here, I don't know if it's a thing or not, but I always see a lot of these chairs set up right here in front of the Marriott. And I don't know if people are just renting them or the Marriott provide them, don't know. But you see it quite often. All right, my friends, I think this will pretty much conclude our video today. I had a great time showing you around, got my steps in this morning. I think I made good use of my time. I know somebody asked me to do a video like this here recently in the last few months, and I thought today's the day to make it happen. And I can definitely make you another video at some point in time when the time is right. I didn't have a whole lot of time today to like go all in and get in a car and go zooming around Carolina Beach, but I wanted to make sure I showed the hotels and motels right here in the Boardwalk area, because this is kind of the hot spot when people are coming on vacation. Because if you stay in some of these places, the good thing about it is once you get here, you don't have to leave. Like, you park your car and then you can pretty much walk to everything else, you know, as far as the beach stuff goes. And I think that's a big plus, because gas prices are, you know, they are what they are. And everybody's always looking for a way to save a dollar here or there. And I think if you can stay down here, you don't have to drive around as much unless you decide to go down to like Fort Fisher and go to the aquarium, or if you want to take a day and go up to Wilmington and do some shopping, or go along the riverfront walkway area, which I highly recommend. So many people come to the beach and they just go to the beach, and that's fine. But some people don't even realize how great and how much there is to do in the river, in the Wilmington Riverwalk area. So might just want to go try that sometime, or look it up, Google search it. I've done videos and tours of it. Check my channel out and subscribe and look at some of them. There's a lot of cool stuff up there and places to eat, a lot of good entertainment, little evening cruises on the Cape Fear River. And sunset is beautiful, absolutely stunning. It's very much worth your while to look into that. So that being said, I'm all done today. Oh yeah, by the way, if you know anybody that owns some of these places and they ever want somebody to give like a tour of their rooms, you know where my channel is. I'm not that hard to get a hold of. Let me know. I'll come with my camera and I'll show a tour and show it to some of my subscribers on here. So there's a lot of people who watch this channel just for the beach stuff, and that's okay. You know, I do all kinds of things, but I totally get that. So yeah, get in touch with me if you can get me in some of these places, and I do a little walk around tour, kind of like I do when I go to Disney World. I always show my resort I stay at, and I always show the inside of the room and give you some pros and cons of staying there. I like doing that. I think that's very helpful for people. And I used to do it all the time when I would travel. I would try to look up stuff like that, especially when you're spending a lot of money on your vacation. You want to know before you go, right? Alright friends, a little lengthy outro, I know. Y'all take care. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I really appreciate it. Any comments down below about questions about any of these places, locations, stuff like that? I can't help you a whole lot. I pretty much did what I could today just to show you around, show you the location here in spring of 2024. If you're watching this video, you know, years down the road, it's probably going to change. Who knows? But I'm not getting paid to do this with these hotel, you know, showing them or anything like that. I'm just doing this for fun and to try to help some people on their vacations. All right, friends, I'm all done. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you at my next adventure. Y'all stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Remember, I upload on Fridays, Mondays, every week. Come back, hang out with me. Maybe we'll do something fun. All right, it's time for me to go home and contemplate on what I'm gonna do today. It's too pretty to be staying at home. I need to go do something. Something kind of big. Maybe not, but something, you know, fun. At least something that I think is fun. All right, let's get stepping. Bonus footage. Brits Donuts. Look at the line down there on this morning. People down there congregated to get their donuts. There's a lot of them.